a book haul. So before we dive into this, let's just address the elephant in the room. Yes, it's a book haul. Yes, one of my recent videos was me talking about getting rid of my books so that I could afford driving lessons. No, I have not done that. And yes, I've got a few more books. Do I have a problem? Quite probably. But yeah, lots has happened. Lots of things have happened since that video. I have been selling some things. I haven't touched my shelves yet, and I'm trying to put it off as long as possible. But these were all super cheap. So I've got some ebooks to show you, and I've also got some physical books. I think in total I've spent maybe £6, so it's fine, you know, I will survive it. So first off then, let me tell you about the ebooks that I've got recently. So the first one then is Heads Will Roll by Josh Winning. I don't know if you will remember my most anticipated horror reads video that I did a while back. This was on there, and so when I saw it for 99p on Kindle, I snapped it up. Unfortunately the price has gone up again now looking at this, for if you were wanting it, but I'm really looking forward to this one. So it says, Willow is in need of an escape. A former sitcom star, she's been publicly shamed on the internet after posting something she really shouldn't have. She checks into Camp Castaway, an adults-only retreat based at an old campground in the woods. It's the first night and the campers gather around the fire to tell some ghost stories. That's when Willow hears the tale of Knock Knock Nancy, a local urban legend about a witch brutally beheaded in this very woodland. They say her restless spirit knocks on doors late at night. If you answer, she'll take your head. Willow doesn't believe in ghost stories, but the next day a camper has vanished under mysterious circumstances, and then that evening, in her cabin, Willow hears it. Knock, knock, knock. It just sounds like a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to reading that. The next was another 99p pickup, and it is I Was a Teenage Slasher by Stephen Graham Jones. I've so far loved everything that I've read by Stephen Graham Jones. I don't know anything really about this, but I've read the first two books in the is it Indian Lake trilogy, and I loved those. That was My Heart as a Chainsaw was the first one of that. Night of the Mannequins was fantastic. All the Good Indians, was it? They were all brilliant. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to that one. I've just realised there's a few not showing on here as well because I got some recommendations from you guys, and you told me about these offers. Let me just get them. I should have remembered about this. I thought it was more recent. Okay, yeah, so the ones that I got after chatting with you guys in the comments, again, they were all 99p at the time. The Little Coffee Shop of Terrors, which says it's a scarily good new grumpy / sunshine fantasy romance for spooky season. And then I got the Village Library Demon Hunting Society, and the Spell Shop, which was one that I've been really wanting to get my hands on. I've been hearing loads and loads of good things about it. It's like a cosy fantasy. So I was thrilled to find that for 99p. So yes, there was those ones also. And then I got a few for free. But there are currently, it looks like they're 99p to buy at the moment. But I got Witch, a chilling horror novel by Ian Rob Wright, and it's part of the Cursed Manuscripts series. And this one says, evil takes many forms. In an effort to escape the local bullies, best friends Ashley and Jude decide to brave Devil's Ditch, a place deep within the woods that everyone says is haunted. At first, everything seems fine, but then Ashley and Jude discover an old farmhouse covered in weeds. Inside is a naked woman in chains. Her name is Rose, and there's something not quite right about her. So yeah, I don't know anything about this series, but it sounds pretty intriguing. Next was another free one that I got, and it is Murder and Marinara, The Italian Kitchen Mysteries, Book 1. There are 4 books in this series, and it's by Rosie Genova. And this one says, author Victoria Rienzi takes a break from writing murder mysteries. Alexa, stop! Sorry, I'm making a stew, I forgot. From writing murder mysteries only to find herself caught in the middle of a real one. Victoria heads back to the Jersey Shore to explore her family's roots and the specialty Italian cuisine that their restaurant, the Casa Lido, is famous for. But she barely hits town before she finds that Oceanside Park is abuzz about a reality show slated to film on its beach. Not everyone in the cosy seaside town is happy with the news, and Victoria's family is leading the protest. But when the show's brash producer winds up face down in the tomato garden after eating at the restaurant, things look bleak for the Rienzi clan, and Victoria finds herself in some hot pasta water. She served the dead man his last meal. Her ex-boyfriend prepared it, and now the Casa Lido is on the verge of closing. Adding to her troubles is a nosy journalist, a determined prosecutor, and a plate full of suspects, all spelling a recipe for disaster. That's when her formidable nonna gives her a new job: solve the murder before the summer season starts and save the Casa Lido. So, again, I haven't heard about this series before, so if you've read any of these, let me know. And then another one I picked up just because it was free. It's one that I've actually read before. I read this series when I had Kindle Unlimited, and at the time it was available on there, and it's Pines, which is the first in the Wayward Pines series by Blake Crouch. And when I saw it for free, I thought I would grab it because I want my husband to read it because I think he would love it. And I love that series. It was so good. Next, these were the freebie books with Prime last month, I believe. So I've got An Age of Winters by Gemma Liviero. It's set in the 17th century. It's sort of witchy. Witchfinders rule and paranoia thrives in a chilling novel about unrequited love, persecution and betrayal. So yeah, I thought it sounded good for the season coming up to, like, you know, if we get like a real cold snap. It's supposed to be really atmospheric and evocative of winter. So I thought I would get that one. And then the other one I got was A Very Bad Thing by J.T. Ellison. And I can't remember what this one's about. A great writer knows when to deliver a juicy plot twist, but for one author, the biggest twist of all is her own murder. With a number of hit titles and a highly anticipated movie tie-in, celebrated novelist Columbia Jones is at the top of her game. Fans around the world adore her, but on the final night of her latest book tour, one face in the crowd makes the author collapse, and by the next morning she's lying dead in a pool of blood. Columbia's death shocks the world and leaves Darian, her daughter and publicist, reeling. The police have nothing to go on, at first, but then details emerge pointing to the author's illicit past. Turns out many people had motive to kill Columbia, and with a hungry reporter and frustrated cop on the trail, her secrets won't stay buried long, but how many lives will they shatter as the truth comes out? So yeah, last month you could pick 2 books in the Prime First Reads thing that they do. So yeah, those were the ones that I chose for that. I like books about writers. And then finally, one that I have just picked up yesterday. So it's something that I would like to start doing is spending more time actually writing. I used to write for pleasure all the time from when I was very, very young. And then, you know, you just sort of get busy with life and these sort of hobbies fall by the wayside because they're not seen as being productive. So I wanted to start writing a little bit again. And I saw this and decided to give it a go, and it's called Unleash the Horror Within, a guide to writing terror and suspense. I don't know why I said it like that, terror. To a guide to writing terror and suspense by Claudia Cooper. And so yeah, this is basically all around writing horror, and it says that it covers things from finding inspiration all the way through to actually, you know, your character arcs and, you know, how to plot your story. And then it's got loads of exercises in it, like practical exercises and free writing prompts. And I used to really enjoy a free write. I used to do a free write every day, and I found that's something that was helpful with writing. That one's like £2 to buy, £1.99, or it's free on Kindle Unlimited, so I thought it's worth a go. So that was it for my ebooks. And then I was in a charity shop and I got these three, and it was £2 for all three, so that was a bargain. So I got Ambrose Parry's Voices of the Dead, and I think this is set in Edinburgh, and I'm kind of feeling Scottish vibes actually. In a time of unprecedented scientific discovery, the public's appetite for wonder has seen a resurgence of interest in mesmerism, spiritualism and other unexplained phenomena. So I'm happy to not really know what this is about. It's like in Edinburgh there's spiritualism and stuff like that going on. Happy days. This sounded really good. I haven't read anything by Stuart McBride. I have to stop talking so fast. And this is The Coffin Maker's Garden, and I just thought it sounded ideal for this time of year, like quite dark and spooky. So it says, a village on the edge. As a massive storm batters the Scottish coast, Gordon Smith's home is falling into the North Sea. But the crumbling headland has revealed what he's got buried in his garden: human remains. A house full of secrets. With the storm still raging, it's too dangerous to retrieve the bodies, and waves are devouring the evidence, which means no one knows how many people Smith's already killed and how many more he'll kill if he can't be found and stopped. An investigator with nothing to lose. The media are baying for blood, the top brass are after a scapegoat, and ex-detective Inspector Ash Henderson is done playing nice. He's got a killer to catch, and God help anyone who gets in his way. So yeah. As I've said, I haven't read anything by Stuart McBride, but I see his books around a lot. So, you know, if I enjoy this, then there's lots more for me to read of his. Let me know if you've read anything by him, and let me know if you read this one, what you thought of it. And then finally, I could not resist this, Margaret Atwood's The Year of the Flood. I haven't read any Margaret Atwood for a long time. And it's so pretty. I love the cover, and it's got this little bookmark thing as well, which I just love. I don't really know much about it. I think it's like a apocalyptic type thing, is it? Just read it to myself, shall I? Sorry. The times and species have been changing at a rapid rate, and the social compact is wearing as thin as environmental stability. Adam One, the kindly leader of the God's Gardeners, a religion devoted to the melding of science and religion, as well as the preservation of all plant and animal life, has long predicted a natural disaster that will alter Earth as we know it. Now it has occurred, obliterating most human life. 2 women have survived: Wren, a young trapeze dancer locked away in the high-end sex club where she works, and Toby, a God's gardener who barricades herself inside a luxurious spa where many of the treatments are edible. Have others survived? Wren's bioartist friend Amanda, Zeb, her eco-fighter stepfather, her one-time lover Jimmy, or the murderous paintballers, not to mention the Corsicore, the shadowy corrupt policing force of the ruling powers. As Adam One and his followers make their way through a changed world, Wren and Toby will each find their way out, leading to the novel's unexpected and affecting conclusion, blah 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 blah. That sounds really good. But yeah, it's been a while since I've read Margaret Atwood, so I'm looking forward to diving back into her mind. So that is my haul. Let me know if you've read any of these. Let me know if you are intending to pick any up. And let's have a chat in the comments down below. But please don't recommend me anymore, because I can't buy them. And I'm going to do the Read What You Own challenge as well, but I'm still considering how I'm doing that. I think I'm going to do it with a little twist, but that will be my next video, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye!